Hopefully.
Let's go. Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Time for Victor Allen's New Sports, a recurring segment of the Morning Coffee with Mario show. Written and directed by Victor Allen, host of iVictor. Here's Victor's fan-based view of sports, brought to you by the black man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Rub his head and make a wish. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Vic. Victor Allen! Yeah, sports people! Where's your sports bra?
Good. All right.
Man, they never wear the sports bra.
Hey, man, you know what? If you guys wonder, a lot of times they say, okay, we got to go away from Victor because Mario sets us up with all the conscious stuff. Be focused. He combines what I call, and I'm truly telling you, the gift of being able to be political while smoking marijuana. Think about the show you're getting. Okay, think about it. I can't even combine that. That is a wonderful show, man. Just think about it. It's going to be trailblazing. And I'm saying, talk shit about politics while you smoking marijuana. Okay, welcome to New Sports.
I like that. See, remember Victor Allen defined it. Talk shit.
I'm saying. Okay, for you guys who casually don't want to deal with either of those two subjects, I'm just going to sit back and ask, off the weekend, what was the number one trending sports topic for you? And there was a number of things going on. So take it from boxing to basketball to golf, even a little bit of tennis, MMA, UFC, the whole thing. Any particular sports topic, Mario, got you first?
Well, there was a bunch of stuff. One, I want to know how the fight's going to be.
Okay, now hold on.
They do have me interested.
So let me do this before. Watch this before. So notice, you guys, there was a Ward Kovalev fight.
Who?
Pound for pound, Andre Ward.
Oh.
Top boxer in the world. Had his fight over the weekend. A little bit of controversy in it because of a stoppage, because all of a sudden there may not have been a count by the ref. And it may be attributed to low blows and everything else. But I won't get into that right offhand because you guys saw that already. I had somebody already talking to me about it behind on Facebook, on Periscope. And they're saying, hey, do you think it's justified? I said, look, at this point right now, I think there was some quick, too fast thinking decisions on it. There'll be a third fight somewhere down the road. I'm going to leave it at that. But the fight is set for which everybody is saying, and I'm not going to even get into this. If you guys haven't followed the Mayweather or the McGregor fight, as far as the build up on it, it's already here. It's August 26th. So for you guys who are boxers and MMA, the MMA contingency is going to say, you're not fighting on our terms. The boxing contingency is going to say, so you picked somebody that doesn't do boxing. So it's a spectacle. I have no problem with it. Mario, are you looking for the enjoyment of the socialization that comes around this fight? Is it more important to you about the people gathering and the storm around it? Because just to say this, let's just say McGregor got lucky and got some punches in, wobbles Mayweather, even loses. Does that change your mind about his legacy? Or if he just simply knocks out McGregor in the first round, which everybody's expecting, because they're giving a 1% chance that he has it.
Because they're going to have to box.
McGregor
can't kick him in the...
No, he can't.
That's,
right.
The way they fight, they get to bite.
Heavier gloves. MMA, lighter gloves. Can't use your legs. So, are you... Okay. Simple. I'm going to say this for you, Mario. Must see. Can't wait to see. Maybe see. No chance you're going to see this.
That's pretty much a must. Well, does must see mean you're going to pay for it?
Well, see, now I was about to get to that. Now, hold on.
Okay.
Price is everything, right?
Yeah, because it could be must see until you say it's whatever amount of dollars, then it drops.
Right.
Down to maybe see.
Okay. What fight?
Or no chance.
Right. Was there a fight that you was willing to actually, if you can recall, don't go too far back.
Man, the last fight I was willing.
That you was willing to pay above and beyond the dollar, even through cable, because or pay-per-view.
Above and beyond. Well, I think the last thing was something with Sugar Ray. That's been a long time.
So the market's changed since then.
Oh, totally.
Okay, so right now, would you pay $40?
Knows how long I have to think.
Wait a minute, 40.
If I'm going to show it to you guys, like if we're going to show it at an event, then
Yes.
yes.
So what you're saying is you'll pay when you know you're getting something else other than you just watching it by yourself.
If we're going to pay it and have a gathering, which I
Then
think
you're
is
good.
illegal,
Right.
then we're good.
So by yourself, what's the highest amount you would pay?
$19.95.
Okay, that's it. It's done. Mario ain't watching unless we do an event, right?
Well, think about what you get for $19.95 to watch. You can get the latest
Yeah. You can make your money back in
Star
charge.
Wars movie.
Yeah, you can
Right?
make your money
Own
back.
it, right? Own it, right?
Right. If you feed people, you can make your money back at $5 a hit.
Well, imagine
or
what they
10.
can make for selling concerts just to show
Right.
you a live feed.
Right.
Hey, well, how much should you pay? I say $19.95.
Right. Okay. So for me, I will say it's must see more so to me than can't wait
Well, how
to
much
see.
did you pay?
Well, let's see. That's a good one. You know, I haven't even noticed what the market is on the pricing.
Oh, they're
yet.
hundreds of dollars.
Well, I know they are, but I still wait until to see. But I'm not sure. And then, Mario, I tie it to the same thing you're doing. When you have a group of people,
Which is illegal.
now watch this. Wait a minute.
It's illegal
If
like
you
for
went
churches
to,
to do that.
watch how much money you spend if you went out to a public facility, whole bunch of beautiful women, alcohol, food, and everything. How much money you coming out of your pocket just for that? Watch this.
Usually over $100.
So it's location, 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 right?
Totally.
All right, got you,
I
man.
mean, if you're really into that and you want to be courtside wherever they have it, which, maybe Las Vegas or something,
Right.
then yeah, you're paying for that experience. Well, also, in these kind of things, you're paying for the effect of celebrity,
Right.
of really branding yourself as celebrity, being seen at the right places.
Right.
We stumbled into a few of those.
Right.
Stumbled.
Right.
But we have them because we stumbled into a few.
Oh, okay. All right. Just want to say, so for you, you still haven't made a decision. Maybe see.
$19.95. If you whatever category that goes in, I think there's probably
That's
no
maybe.
chance.
That's no chance, dude.
see.
That's no chance.
But I would pay $19.95.
Right.
Some of y'all wouldn't pay that. You'd be
Right.
trying to come over my place.
Right. I got you. All right. Let me go over to the next subject here. Jerry West versus Magic Johnson. The Battle of LA. It's not official because Jerry said he's interested in Steve Ballmer because he wants to win, and that of course his contract is up with Golden State and he's headed to LA. So everybody kind of saying he's headed to LA.
Yeah, from what I understand,
Yeah,
the
he's there.
preliminary negotiations are complete.
Right, they're already there, but we always wait until there's not a hiccup. So here's my question here. It's unfair. Jerry already knows what it's like to build a franchise. What he has as an advantage are good players who are supposed to already be competing for at least the conference finals. Magic has a lot more cushion because they've only won an average of 24, 25 games a year. So my question is, in 2 years, who will get the most out of what they have? We already know that
Jerry
Jerry
West.
You think so? Now, you know what that means? Conference finals or NBA finals?
Well, I mean, it's a matter of just. Well, I would be satisfied with a team that was a way better contender.
Right, right.
Even if they didn't actually get, they need to contend better than being a second round washout.
Yes.
Okay.
So
they
he
got to do better than that.
So conference finals, they're securing right now.
Please contend for
Right.
it.
Look, man. Look, isn't this like any other business?
That's right.
You got to bring in and you got to shape shift, and you got to bring in people who say there's stability. He's going to lend stability west to the Clippers organization because they definitely were on hard times this year, and they knew something was up. At that point, cool. Magic, plus or minus games won this year, man. Now I'm saying with 27 games, will his plus be 10 games, 15, 20? How many games you think will be up on this season? I'm not even talking playoffs.
Oh, I think a 15 to 20 game improvement would be expected.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll do that, but I think it's going to be expected.
Okay. And with that being said, and we're not saying he's coming here. With Paul George having the two teams that they're talking about the most. Going to the Cavs, which is the easiest one to go to, but he'll be the third wheel, and I don't know if he wants to be the third wheel. Come to L.A., be hopefully the big wheel. This is his backyard. His hometown is right up north here. How many plus games, if it was done, whether you like it or not, if Paul George came to the Lakers this year, how many plus games will the Lakers win?
Well, I'm one of those rare people who just don't want Paul George. I guess I keep having
The hype? Why not?
because I just don't. First of all, he's not one of the players that really moves me.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, definitely. To me, Paul George doesn't play his best games I don't know. I'm not a believer. He's kind of marginal to me.
And maybe because he hasn't had enough time for recovering from his injury, which took him off track.
For a variety of reasons. But, it's interesting that people want him on the Lakers, and I'm just not one of those.
Not one of those. So you'll take almost anyone in the open market right now. Say if,
no, I would just go for a hard-working, strong forward, or another big man,
Kevin Love. See, now you...
again, I don't know that he, based on what he's been doing...
Right.
I think that he would be a candidate, even though I think it would be too much money. But
Right.
I'm very happy with what he's shown in the playoffs and other things.
Right.
And so because of his style, he may fit the Lakers. I just don't know that he's worth that money. I said a hard-working blue-collar,
Right.
a little bit more,
Because
type of player I'm looking for.
Right.
Who's day in and day out is going to be hitting the boards,
If Russell came here, he would still be one and the rest, but he'll have more growing talent around him. Does he have the patience? And will they need another player on the Lakers to solidify that? Because he'll be just going from OKC, who won more games with not a bunch of role players, to young players who have won almost 20 games less than that they did at OKC.
To a worse team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that. Maybe to be in L.A.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be the reason to be in L.A. and money.
Right.
But other than that, but those are big reasons.
All right. Now, look, I'm wondering the chances are who we get if we get someone. And really what's happening right now, you can't say anything because really what they're doing is trying to deal the picks. It's a good chance that a couple of these picks at the top from 1 to 3 or 4 may be dealt as trade because people want satisfaction right away. They're not looking. Are you looking at the Lakers to wait 3 years from now? No, you're not. That's just no way that's not how you're going to invest. So you have to look at it a
Even
different
though
way.
that's the practical truth.
Yeah. You have to
probably at least 3 years.
Look how long it took Boston. But they had a slew of number one picks and still more coming.
And a different philosophy. To me, the Lakers are just kind of soft by nature.
Well, and they're not good in drafting. That's not their
and they don't
thing.
have, like I said, no defensive
Right.
heart.
Right.
They don't have. They're not. I like a team that's a little more hardcore.
Well, they're learning.
Defensively.
Remember now that all the players you see up there now learn from Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak. All right, let's go over to the next one. The NBA draft is coming up. Rather than get into who's going to be at the 3 people that they're talking about, Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball, and De'Aaron Fox. I'm just going to make it easy for you guys. Go down the picks, Mario, on each one. Who will be the best dressed? Because that is going to be what social media is going to focus on the day of the draft. They're going to look at who's the best dressed. It's turned into that conversation because you can't say anything about them on the court. They haven't got there yet. So you got Markelle Fultz, who looks like he's going to Philadelphia. You got Lonzo Ball, who has his father doing the machine of networking and marketing.
I've never seen him look any kind of dressed.
Right. So. And then De'Aaron Fox, who everybody, man, when you listen to this guy talk, number one, he has this personality. He comes across so effective in how he speaks. They're all looking at that part. Whereas Lonzo, for example, is kind of quiet. So to be a leader, you need somebody
he's not particularly eloquent either. So
no, he's not. He's not. So here it is. Best dressed, Mario. Who you think?
Well, at least from your pictures, Markelle Fultz.
Oh, you going Markelle? Let's see. Now, remember now, Papa Ball, what is he going to do? He's, number one, will Lonzo be wearing the big baller brand shoes, and will they be a special pair made for that NBA draft? In other words, he's got the brand that's out there, that's the high brand. We already covered the story. Will he have a special pair just for that NBA draft night if you think like his father's thinking, to hit him with something they're not expecting? What's the chances that...
Of those 3, that looks like the one.
Yeah.
You know that ain't going to be Lonzo.
Right. Well, I'm picking Lonzo to be the one that's going to be coming with it. I just have to because his father's too much involved with the shoe stuff.
And then it won't look good.
Oh, that's terrible, man. That's terrible, Mario.
He's a little clumsy.
Man, okay. I'm just looking for a little bit more hope.
Tell the ball players that are not really hits with the ladies, kind of.
That's cold, man.
Okay.
Come on,
you
man.
know, so he has that whole kind of like, I mean, he's a good
Mark,
point guard, but just from the confidence when he,
Mario,
it's not that impressive.
I remember some of your stories back at university, man.
Yeah,
how you were a quiet riot, man.
Yeah, I was. I was better than Lonzo Ball when I was like in the 5th grade.
Wait a minute, Mario.
I'm sorry.
You had I heard some speeches. I heard some speeches.
Some of these cats, that's what's so big. I love it when we get a ball player who actually can speak well instead of the
When Markel folks and De'Aaron, very well spoken. I haven't heard too much from Lonzo because you heard LeVar.
I've heard him, but it's not that. I mean, he speaks reasonable English. It's just stylistically, there's nothing there.
Right. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's go over to the next one. We've already touched on this subject, but in a different way. Paul George already has told the Indiana Pacers, trade me or lose me. Trade me or lose me. Now, is he testing the market? Will he really be traded, Mario, or is he just bucking for more money?
Well, I would say, seeing that shirt and that tie, he's trying to really buck the market.
Right.
I think he's really attempting to set a new trend.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So here's the chances are. What percentage that he gets traded? Because they don't get nothing back if he go another year.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get traded. The question is where.
Where do you think he's going? Cavs or L.A.? Because nobody else is in the market right now. This is a hard one.
Yeah, I think he might be a better fit with the Cavs.
Absolutely. Would he accept being third wheel?
Yeah, I think he's going to need to be. He's third wheel, yeah.
Ooh.
And the people that he could compete with Kyrie if he's doing his best stuff, but to everybody else, he's third.
Now, remember this.
I don't think he's really better than Kyrie. I think he can have competitive moments.
I do, but they always say the rule is you always get a better big man if you had to compare them to the small men. But that's not the issue. Kevin Love used to be, based on market, he was the number one man. When he got to Cleveland, you don't hear it relative to the same impact he had when he was, I believe, at Minnesota.
You don't hear it, but the reality is the impact he has been having, like the impact he had this year with the Cavs, people to me understate that.
Right.
I think he had a big impact with them. And that it was very consistent throughout the year. And then there in the playoff, he did, scoring-wise, we could break down individual games, I know, but I like his hustle, his offensive rebounds, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, he had new blood, skills. Kyrie got skills like, the only one that can even get close to him is Steph Curry. But his finishing at the rim is unbelievable. But let's just say this. As it stands, somehow or another, I just think George is coming to L.A. Whether that's a good thing.
That is the talk.
I keep thinking.
And it sounds like, no offense, it seems like it's consistent with what they've done in the past.
Right.
Which is never what I want them to do. So
right, I understand.
We'll see what it is.
Well, I'm going to give props to one other thing here. This is an older picture, but that's his sister, Teosha.
Hook us up.
She's tall. Because they're standing in that picture, and he's 6'7".
I'll stand on my toes.
That's not good enough. Disrespect on you. Let's go to the next one. The next one. Well, hey, rest in peace. Loss. Former UFC MMA fighter Tim Hague passed away yesterday from a fight he had on Friday with Braidwood. Knocked out, I think, in the second round. Bumped his head on the canvas. And completely was gone. Was in a coma.
And it could have been the punch too. They don't know which one.
Well, he has a history too. He has a history. So I'm not.
The big issue with that boxing is some people are going to get an intracranial bleed.
Yes.
They're going to bleed.
Yes, they are.
And remember, I'm the one who said you can't have a sport where the goal is to give the other player a concussion.
Right.
We're not allowed to have gladiators in 2017. You can't fight to the death in 2017.
Well, this is the question I have, because he's former MMA and he lost in his boxing match, and he was like 21-13, and he's had other severe losses. This was accumulation.
Boxing's on the clock.
Yeah. Oh, so what about MMA, UFC?
All of that, because you can't have a sport.
Right.
Somebody's going to sue the shit out.
Well, it's going to come. They're just trying to maximize what they can get out of it
In the
before it
meantime,
happens.
Right, but it's going all those sports.
Right.
Just by definition, there'll be stuff. That'll be stuff that they talk about when they talk about the old days when society was violent.
Right.
They actually had a sport where people tried to knock each other out.
Right.
And they'll be, wow, they really did that? Yeah,
Yeah.
they had gladiators
Of
too.
course. And like I said, prayers and wishes to the family, the friends, all of them associated with Tim. Would never like to see something like that happen. On the webpage, I'm just showing you what had happened at the time of the fight. So this was something coming. He was not one of the top fighters, but he was trying to be a warrior. And sometimes you have to take a step back and find out how violent this sport is.
It happens
It's just the way it is,
occasionally
man.
in football.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to have the right kind of a thing, Vic, and who knows what kind of anatomical weakness or
It's bad, man.
tendency toward that, then it's over.
That's it for me, man. New Sports is over, man. We move on to the last segment here and get out of here. Remember, you guys, Mario's trailblazing. Politics while smoking marijuana. I love it.
Yeah. That's right, Victor Allen's New Sports, that recurring segment. Morning Call with Mario. We're slamming is jamming. Be there every week. That's right, dress appropriately. Never wear your jockstrap, sports bra. That's everybody. You can all feel stupid.